Well, as millions around the world continue to suffer from the HIV virus that leads to AIDS, there are amazing new drugs all the time to treat it, but still no vaccine to stop it dead in its tracks. Since the specific virus was identified back in 1984, nearly 36 vaccines have been tested without success. Now, another is being clinically tested in labs around the country, and the only testing site in Texas is right here in Austin. Tecton Research is launching a 2-year study of the new vaccine. They're taking on willing new volunteer subjects over the next few months. They know it's an uphill fight because the nature of HIV naturally thwarts the work of a vaccine, in part because the virus mutates as it spreads.
You could be infected with one particular virus type of HIV, and within a week you would have thousands of different versions. And some of these versions are different enough that the immune response to that initial virus doesn't control them.
Subjects will be given 4 injections and their immune systems monitored in repeated lab checkups. If these clinical trials show hope, a much larger trial with thousands of subjects will be next, probably in the third world, where AIDS is so rampant. A successful vaccine could take up to a decade to get to market.
Obviously, there's enormous pressure, so if there's signs that this works well, everything will be done that's possible, I think, to expedite it.
Volunteers are not exposed to the virus. The tests are safe. They're looking for people 18 to 50 years of age in good health. Race and gender do not matter. No vaccine is foolproof, but if this new one could stop HIV just half the time, that would be something.
That would be an enormous savings, and that money could then be further focused on treatment. And obviously it would be a huge humanitarian boon to prevent people from having that suffering.
Well, taking a closer look at HIV and the AIDS crisis, some 40 million people have died from AIDS. 40 million more are HIV positive around the world right now. About 1 million Americans are HIV positive, with 50,000 new cases diagnosed every year. In this country, male-to-male sex accounts for 60% of the cases, intravenous drug use, most of the rest. And around the world, 85% of HIV cases originate with heterosexual intercourse.